What is going on, guys? My name is Orokaboss. Welcome to today's video. Now today we are taking high elves against a very capable opponent, Scrible, and we are taking on his Tomb King. And now let's introduce my army. So basically I'm commanding high elves and I have 5 units of these silver hams. Now silver hams are actually pretty decent short cavalry, and they are heavily armored. They have martial mastery, so which means they can just basically martial powerless, which basically means they can be very capable in melee. And now we have a front line that consists of alternating line of white knights and the spears. So we have 5 spears and we have 3 white knights. And for my leadership, I have noble on foot, 2 of them. One of them is rocking that guardian spell, not guardian, the I think the missile resist item, and we also have Alaria the Radiant on foot. Now the thing I want to put Alaria and also 2 nobles on foot is that I think they can actually deal with the SEMs. I'm not too sure, I just want to test them. And Alaria is rocking with Staff Avalon, Arcane Conduit, Earthblood, Shieldstone Isha, Boon of Isha, Life Bloom, and that's pretty much mandatory stuff. And then for my opponent, he is rocking Arcane the Black, and Arcane the Black is on the Chariot, and he has the Tomb Blade of Arcane, Staff of Nagash, Fatal Buna, Spirit Leech, Life Leeching, and also we have a War Sphinx. Now the War Sphinx is pretty solid against high elves, it turns out to be. And then we have 1 unit of a Canray unit, and also we have 3 Great Bows, including the Chosen of Gods, Ushapti Great Bow, Regiments of Renown, and all the back we have Skeleton Spears and the Skeleton Warriors, and basically one of them rank 1, one of them rank 2, and we at the back we have 2 heavy armored. It's not heavy armored, it's only 50 armor, so very elite tomb guards with halberds. And also in the center we have King Nahash Scorpion Legion, the Regiments of Renown Skeleton Spears. So yeah, that's the army, and let's see how things gonna play out. So right from the get-go, Scribe is actually pushing in with his great bows, and managed to basically is targeting my infantry. And I am actually denying that by get my infantry back a little bit, because I noticed that he set up his defense on one side of the map. Oops, as we speak of that, the big kitty already dived into one of my white knights and basically about to charge into another spearsman. So this is the things I'm really gonna suffer against, because all my silver hams are heavy mobile units, but the thing is the Scribbles can counter them quite well. You see here, those Scribbles are already shooting at the silver hams, and also the big kitty and Archon is just so damn good at dealing with my infantry, and there's pretty much nothing I can do about it. Basically I need to wait a little bit more time here for my spears to engage from the flank, and also I need to get all my cav in the place as well. And here Archon did summon a Skeleton Warrior unit against one of my spears to just basically time them up. I even sent, like, it even cost me to get the silver ham back and do a charge to clear them out. And here this unit is just basically waiting for the right moment to get in there, but now Ushapti Great Bows have been macro back. So I want to just basically slow down things a little bit. So I want to do a front charge into those Skeleton Warriors. That's going to do a lot of damage onto them. But as you can see on the way in, I'm taking a lot of damage with my silver hams. And here I have 2 units here who's gonna come in really late because of that summon Skeleton Warriors. And also all my core, my white knights are still just moving in so I'm not too sure whether this initial charge is worth it, because I'm actually losing a lot of models. And also I did a front charge into those tomb guards with halberds. I'm not too sure what I'm thinking here. I don't think that's gonna do a whole lot because they have they're bracing, they have charge defense. What am I thinking? Anyways, let's put back to normal speed. But hey, I did catch one unit of Receptive Greybos. That's something, right? And Receptive Greybos is gonna suffer a lot. And then one of the Silverham's already routing. The other one I think got custody of Fatal Buna, so that's basically 2 Cav units gone straight away. Finally, I remember to micro these guys in, but it's a little bit too late. And here I got those Silverhams disengaged from the Tomb Guard halberds because that's a really bad trade. And here he's actually using 2 units of spears, one of them being Tomb Guards with halberds, to fight my Silverhams, and it's just not looking so great for me, the whole situation. And here, finally, I'm catching those Chosen of Gods with my nobles on foot and white knights. Now these guys, like this blob, is pretty much my heavy hitter, and they're gonna do a lot of damage to the Chosen of the Gods. But the big kitty is just coming back in and just really did a lot of damage onto my white knights. But here there's another, is that Fatal Buna? There's a Spirit Lich, and together with Tomb Guard halberds, they're gonna do a lot of damage onto my Silverhams. But now my knights basically my cavalry are wrapping around, which is a good sign. And also these units are coming back. My front line all got engaged with the skeleton warriors, which is also nice. And just take a look at here. The scan ring the scan ring is as good in this Silverham unit outside the map. This is just absolutely brilliant, and just basically showcased how strong micro game my opponent is playing. But here I got a pretty good situation here, and the Silverhams charge at the back of those skeleton spears together with the high elf spears. Those spears gonna really suffer. And here I got a spearsman engage the King Nahash Scorpion Legion, and these Silverhams should gonna get shoot to pieces on the way in by the Receptive Greybos. And hey, the big kitty is right here, about to dive into these spears. Let's check this out. That's gonna do a lot of damage. Let's see the impact. Yep, that's that. That's just amazing. And I'm gonna put everything back to normal speed, and I think my white knight is gonna chop through those skeleton warriors and tomb guards in no time. But the issue here is that my knights, even though I brought 5 of them, my Silverhams really suffered, like in this game. Because if these guys all died out from the Greybos, it's gonna be a very dicey situation for me to actually do anything. So right now I immediately noticed the situation, and also this is a great summon of skeleton warriors to block up those white knights of trace, so they can't really push in. And nobles are in, but they're just fighting by themselves, alongside with Alaria, of course. And yeah, right now it's pretty messy, but hey, I think Tomb King's got a really strong block here, even though I got white knights here, and I even casted the Earthblood. But they're just not really gonna be that enough, because Tomb King infantry are actually coming on top here, which is concerning. So this is the first Star of Avalon, because I really haven't got a good situation to cast that, but I think this is a very good Star of Avalon. And even though the only units I have here are 2 units of Silverhams and all my nobles and Alaria, but they are doing quite well here. And also I have troops flanking, and they're getting back to the rear to basically catch this Greybos, because I really need to focus on getting rid of this Greybos. Greybos are what's gonna hurt me, and I think I'm gonna deal with them quite handily here, which is nice. But on this flank, my spears are routing, and the tomb guards are winning against, also these spears are winning against my spears. So yeah, So right now, two of the Scribe Grables already down offline, but this final unit is still online, which is concerning. And now all my knights are basically offline as well. 5 of them all getting taken care of. It's just like really a disaster for me. And now Kenra is gonna have a field day escorting these silver hams outside the map. But I still have a lot of infantry left, and all my nobles and Alara are still healthy. And I do have these spearsmen engaged with Scribe Grables already, which is also very good. But right now, looking at the battlefield, it's definitely not in favor of me, because not only all my silver hams are offline pretty much, but also Grable still survived. And look at this Scribe Grable unit still have 9 models left with pretty much all of their ammunition, so they're gonna do a lot of hurt onto my infantry, which is not ideal situation, definitely. And now it's still like the balance power is not in my favor, obviously, but it's still not a. I think right now there's no coming back, because yeah, it's just a matter of time losing this game. But I'm still gonna put up a valiant fight. So the spears are still giving Scribe Grable a chase, but they're gonna quickly get blocked up by one more summon of the Skeleton Warriors, and together with the follower of the Nagash himself, Arkan the Black. I'm trying to dodge some shots, but hey, just didn't work out that well. Here Tumgas are giving a very hard fight for all my hero units, and also Alara the Radiant. And Big Kitty here is just quickly gonna wrap up all these white lines and rub them off. And here it's just all Tomb Kings. Right now, the situation looks really grim for me. I don't really have anything left. And this is the moment that I think maybe putting all my money on food isn't a great idea. Because the entire game they didn't really accomplish anything. They didn't get to fight all the SEMs, and the entire game they're just fighting the skeletons and Tumgas. And now, on the battlefield, there's only Alaria and nobles left. Everything else has been shattered or routed or killed, but I still have Alaria fighting side by side with 2 nobles. Alaria just took a shot at the elbow. But hey, they are still giving a fight to all these skeletons. It's nice. Oh my gosh, kitties are coming in. I like how Arkan the Black's chariot is actually floating on the air, as you can see here. It's just looking really nice. And there's another Star for Avalon, and my nobles are coming in to fight all these skeletons. This is definitely a scene to watch. And now they are fighting back to back, side by side, which is fantastic. Definitely gonna make a good video, but in terms of winning the game, I don't think so. The Big Kitty just did a fantastic charge onto Alaria. And now Arkan the Black and the Big Kitty just gonna do the cycle charge over and over again until I lose the will to fight. Oh my gosh, Kitty is here. That's actually quite scary. Damn. The wasping is so large from this angle. Oh, Arkan is coming back again. And in and out. Noble getting toasted around. That big kitty. And even though I'm still... look at all my health. I still have a lot of health left. And we actually killed a lot of the infantry. But for Tomb King, I think there's another summon, which is huge as well. Now Alara got isolated a little bit and getting pounced by that big kitty. There you go. And I'm gonna cast a Earthblood once again, I think. But Lara is already at her healing cap already. And the Lobos are really having a hard time fighting over all these skeletons. So I'm just gonna speed things up, and that's it. That's the end of the game. A valiant defeat. Now, as we dive onto the scorecard, I think Scrible really did a fantastic job at clearing out my silver hams. Like, out of 5 of them, only 1 unit actually gets to perform. All 4 of them either die to Spirit Leech, Fatal Buna, or just basically get shot to pieces by the Great Bows. And my White Knights get to do some work, but in the end, they didn't perform that well. And my downfall would be putting all 3 of my leadership units on foot. The entire game, all they did was fighting skeletons and tomb guards. And for my opponent, Great Bows did fantastic. War Sphinx did fantastic. Arkan the Black also racked up 92 kills, not too shabby as well. So I think this is definitely a very, very solid Tomb King list, and I definitely learned a lot fighting Scrible. And hope you guys enjoy the cast. Orokaboss signing off.